What's up, YouTubers? Today we're going to do the orientation of piston and rod going into a cylinder hole. This is a 351 Windsor stroker kit into a 408. I've already done the first 4 pistons. We're going to do piston number 5, but the orientation, you have to be careful. Let's say this is piston 1. Piston 1 has to sit with the arrow facing forward. Okay, so that's the front of the motor. Piston 1 would be the first piston in front on the passenger side, and Scat's rods show a dimple on the chamfered side. So you want the chamfered side touching the fillet side of the crank, and the straight side, you want that to touch the opposite cylinder on the other side, which would be number 5. 1 and 5 are across from each other. You would want this side to touch this side, and then the chamfer side on the piston number 5 faces towards the rear of the engine where the nipple shows here. Okay, Scat sends these little springs. I like to open them a little, and you put the piston wrist pin in there. Try to keep it in there by hand, and put the spirals in there. It takes a little time, but by the time you do 16 of them, you'll be a pro. Alright, there's 16 because 2 for each piston, obviously. See, my math is good, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna work this in. There we go. Then you use a screwdriver to ride the spiral in as far as you can. Came back out. Damn it. Okay, let me open it more. There you go. Now should be better. Okay, there you go. Then you ride the screwdriver in. Push that wrist pin up. Now at the end, you're gonna hear the pop. Okay, look at that. There you go. There. Okay, once you have both in, the spiral clips. Okay, so like say piston 5 would have the dimple facing backwards. So basically 5, 6, 7, and 8 on a 351 Windsor, the dimple faces backwards. That's where the chamfer faces backwards to touch the fillet part of the crank. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, they would have the dimple facing forward, because the chamfer, obviously, wherever the dimple is, the chamfer is, that would face the fillet side of the crank on that side. So you want number 1, where it is on the passenger side, first piston, to sit forward, that the arrow is forward, and you want number 5 also to be facing forward. Okay, so they're both going to be sitting like this. You see the chamfer side and then the straight side, they're both going to be touching. The straight sides are going to be touching. So those sides are going to be going this way. The chamfer sides are machined to fit in the fillet side of the crank, to say. Alright guys, so that's how you align your pistons and rods. Don't make a mistake, because if you have this opposite, it'll bind and your engine won't last long. It'll probably eat itself within like I don't know, 5 minutes of it revving. And that's pretty much it on the piston orientation. We will be doing another video on the whole build. Basically I'm going to piece one by one, little videos, and then I'm gonna put the whole compile of all the videos of the whole build on a 351 stroker kit into a 408. All right, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.